All right, welcome back to another session of Vice Questions and Answers. You've got questions, we've got answers. So we've taken some time. Probably. So we're going to take some time out of our hectic lifestyles as professional bloggers and answer 6 of your. Oh my God!
Dude, I told him.
Oh my
that
God!
was gonna happen, and he didn't listen to me.
We're going to answer 6 of your questions and hopefully not murder any innocent chocobos in the process.
Alright, I will take the first one. And this comes from Sonata. If you were going to throw a party, which anime or manga character would you want to have cook your big meal? I already know who I'd pick.
Kazuma from
Yes.
Yakutane, Japan.
Not because he would actually, because he'd only cook bread, I'm pretty sure. Maybe some rice too, but who would care? Because it would be like
pizza,
green
he could
bread.
cook pancakes, he could cook anything that has...
Pizza would require like sauce.
But he can cook things that involve bread.
Well, yeah, but he can cook the bread part, but we don't know how good he is at cooking the rest of it, so...
Hey, that was in the manga. He had a pizza cooking tournament.
Did he make sauce in pizza?
I don't know.
Well, there you go. That's out of the question.
That was from Yakutane, Japan, once again, to emphasize. Anyway, we have a question from Rocket Bomber. Natto looked so tasty. There was an ellipsis there. After that experience, are you game for another taste test? Yes.
Depending on what it is.
I'm excited to try these things, even though I might, not like them. Granted, that also comes from the fact that I have diminished taste buds due to my lack of a sense of smell.
No, I'm totally game for it. We actually had a bag of snacks. We were gonna keep experimenting with new snacks on the podcast, but then our cleaning lady threw them away.
Or ate them. One of the two.
I think she accidentally threw them away, not realizing that it wasn't garbage. So, yeah, definitely gave more taste tests. If you have suggestions, by all means, share them in the comments.
I like food.
See, Crusader8463, because we can't go Q&A session without answering one of his 100 questions that he's posted so far. What anime character that you are attracted to would you most likely be willing to look past the revelation of finding out that they were secretly attracted? So, that's not a problem for me. It would not even be a looking past thing for me, so.
That would actually be a perk for Gia. She would enjoy finding out they're a trap.
I'm waiting for your answer. I'm curious.
Trap. So they're not a trap. I'm attracted to them, and I find out and I'm willing to look past the trapness.
Yeah, they are a trap. You didn't realize that.
Man.
You just blew John's mind.
Yeah, I got nothing. I mean...
Well, we only promised we probably had answers, so...
Yeah,
sorry,
we would probably answer. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Super Evil says, have you ever watched an anime that really made you think, and which one was it? Too many to count, and that's why I like anime. For example, Kaiba, from the same guy who's doing this season's Tatami Galaxy, which is being simulcast by Funimation, was a head trip. The entire thing is all about a future where people's memories are saved into chips and can just be put into different bodies. So essentially people become immortal, but at the same time, it's something that's really only used by the rich, who have many bodies, who keep them in style, and it's very colorful, very loud, but it's less Ghost in the Shell, more watercolors.
And it's this weird kind of Dayglow Tezuka style where, the art is very simplistic and very, very rounded, and the characters are not quite chibi, but a little on that side, and it really is a very interesting contrast with the very dark adultness of the story. I would also say I've touted its virtues many times, but the Ouran High School Host Club manga is just
really makes you think about those boys and their pretty... Sorry, this is your explanation.
This is exactly why I keep talking about Ouran High School Host Club, because people just write it off as like another shoujo parody, whatever the hell. Which it is. It is that on some level, especially the anime. But the manga in particular is just such a great depiction of kids kind of growing up and figuring out who they are. That does make me think. That makes me think about who I am, who was I at their age, things like that. So screw you, John.
And of course, the stereotypical answer, as Tom is learning right now, is Evangelion. Of course.
But I'm going to interrupt because you interrupted mine.
Go ahead.
Alright, Miken asks, any comments on the eroge eromanga self-censoring more in order to keep government officials / concerned parents at bay? This, I believe, is referring to a lot of the, in the wake of the Rayplay stuff, a lot of the internet companies started blocking foreign IP addresses to their websites. The internet companies all got together and kind of created their own, kind of like the MPAA in the US. You know, they handle their own movie restrictions. None of that is legally binding, at least on the federal level. There are some places, you know, like some shitties that say, oh well, we're gonna make that the law. But in theory, that is all self-done by the movie industry.
It feels like it's so much pandering to a foreign market that at the same time does not directly pick up out of their pockets. They're pandering to responses from a global interest in what they're doing, but they don't have the same global reach. You think they'd just be most interested in what sells in their country?
Well, I think what they're very interested in is Japanese media being exported abroad. I think that the Japanese government is very interested in becoming, you know, kind of like how American media, you know, people watch American movies all across the globe. I think Japan would really like that. I think a lot of this has to do with Japan's desire to have that soft power, as they call it. I think a lot of it also has to do with the fact that, you know, Japan's population is aging horribly. Their birth rates are so low. You know, they can no longer add new fans in at the rate that the old ones are eventually passing on. So these companies, especially anime companies, are having to look at foreign markets a lot more. So on some level, it's also trying to plan ahead, trying to be amenable to foreign companies while still making the money back home. So I totally understand it. I think that the need for it is rather sad.
Want to cut in and say that despite the fact that the age gap is increasing horribly, Asians do not age horribly. It's just in their genes. They age very gracefully.
Yes, in case anybody misunderstood me. I think we have one more.
I've answered 2 over here.
Yeah, I've got 3, so that was 6.
The last and final question. Oh, already answered one.
Dig deeper. We have a lot of questions in here.
We'll have to do a bonus run where we do like 26.
God, Super Evil has a lot in here too. Here, come on. That's the third Super Evil 225 question in a row.
J-Tor asks, bacon or sausage, which is the king of the breakfast meats?
Wow.
Now, I have to say that I'm going to go with sausage. I'm a bacon dude, and I will put bacon on anything. But you know what? When you have bacon, you can have that at lunch, on a BLT, in dinner, in a burger. I just put bacon in my spaghetti sauce, and it was fantastic.
That is equally true of sausage, however. I'm
Lies.
Italian, and we have dinner sausages. You know, like chicken apple sausage is like one of the greatest things in the world. Hot dogs are sausages.
But you don't have those delicious, just patty sausages in the morning next to your eggs.
I was never big on the. I know what you're talking about. Breakfast sausage is its sort of official name in the grocery stores, and it's very tasty. I do like it in links better than I like it in patties, although I won't say no to a tasty sausage patty. Yeah, I don't know. I would be undecided on that one. I like them both, and I try not to eat them like at all, ever.
That was a good question to go out on.
All right.
Very decisive. Now I want to go get some bacon.
All right. See you guys next week.
Bye.